All right, gang, good afternoon. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Um, let's just jump right on into this, gang, so I can get you back to enjoying your weekend. I got a little watch list here for you. 5 stocks, one or 4 stocks, one future. Not too bad here. So, first one I'm looking at is the yen. Now, the yen. My chart up yet? All right. So the yen's been trending sideways after this original, big fall. We've just mostly been channeling here in a nice small range. So what I'm looking at doing here is just putting on an iron condor, um, wider than this range we have been, pretty much all the way up to that 200 day to give us a long push up with some resistance, and then covering that low there quite a bit. So what I want to do, okay, iron condor, and it's got great IV, right? Almost 40, not 40, 47%. Okay, so we're looking at July, which is 54 days out. And what I want to do here is I want to sell the 0.0089 and buy the 88 puts, and then sell the 0.00945 and buy the 955s behind that. I want to try to get that point. There's 4 zeros there, so 0.000120, which is about $150. Currently, buying power looks to be about 425 bucks, so it's fairly cheap to put on. As you can see, well past that expected move, and it's got a good 72 pop. Not bad for an iron condor. Really nice. Okay. The next one here that I'm looking at is BIIB. Okay, BIIB. Now BIIB, it bounces around. It is a biotech, so we got to watch that too. But I do like this zone right here on the hourly chart. We have a nice squeeze. It's been running up pretty well. It pulled back to that 8 EMA on the hourly. So using that as my entry point here, 93 IVR. Now, that being said, it can be tough to get in, and it can be tough to get in at a decent price. The spreads are a little wide. I mean, you're looking at one is 40 cents, another one is $1. So currently looking at selling the 225 and buying those 220 puts in the June cycle here. Okay, it's got decent open interest here. The volume's a little low, but it's showing about $1.40. Now, whether that's actually true or not when market actually opens will be a different story. If I have to come up a little bit, I will. Spreads are all over the place here, and you can see it's 150 here. It's showing $1 here, but then it's showing $1.40 here. That's just because the width of the spreads on how illiquid it is. So I'm going to start at the 225 and the 220s, try to get the $1.35, $1.40. It's got really good odds here, 77 pop. But if I have to come up, even then, at least as of Friday, even the 240, 235 is giving us 70 pop. Now you can see this is 220 in credit at a 25 delta. Well, I doubt you'd get that. You'd probably have to, that's $1.70 wide here, $2 there too. So I'm gonna have to mess with it, but let's start with the 225, 220s, and work our way from there. And if we can get the 225, that is a really good spot. You can see here well past support. I'm not sure we're gonna see that, but go all the way up to about the 30 delta if we need to. It's in a nice good uptrend right now. So then the next one that I'm looking at is actually CCL. So CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines, has been sideways for quite a while. As you can see on the 10x bars, yellow here, not doing a whole lot pretty much ever since February. So we're still channeling. So what I'm doing is looking at, again, a Strangle here. It's actually going to lean it slightly short, but I'm looking at getting past this 2-year high, which is about 30.5, while also giving some run room to the downside. We got a bunch of different levels down. Okay, so just going to strangle it, give us some short delta, even though the market was really running here on Friday. We get a couple of good days running, and then we fall heavy. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and sell 22.5 puts. This is still June. And sell the 32.5 calls. This is going to lean it short about 10 deltas. Give us a nice 73 pop and over a 90 P50. Looking for at least 70 cents in credit. I'm going to do 2, 3, 4 contracts. 2 contracts is that 10 delta short, 140 bucks and $500. Now the next one that I'm looking at is trying to get some finance on here. So I'm looking at Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs has a nice run up. It's still quite below its all-time high, unlike some of the other ones like JPM and the such that were making all-time highs. So it's a little high. I'm hoping for a little bit of a pullback, but I do like Goldman Sachs here for a long play to break out of those all-time highs. So what I want to do, it's also got decent IV, 15%, still June, and looking right at a 30 delta, selling those 355s, buying those 350 puts, $1.30 to a $1.40 in credit, going to give good odds, 67 pop, right, and it's fine risk. Bad. And then last but not least here, gang, is going to be LVS, Las Vegas Sands. So again, another one that's been pretty much sideways, slightly trending down. So again, looking for a little bit of short delta while covering the 2-year high, as well below that 200-day moving average, since that's kind of where it's hanging out at. Okay, so this one, June again, selling those 50 puts and then selling those 67.5 calls. Gonna lean it short about 2 deltas, give us an 80 pop, about 95 cents in credit, all while only costing 580 bucks. All right, that's it, guys. Nice little list for you. I hope you have a great week, and maybe one day I'll see you in chat. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Same thing goes for Facebook, guys. Give me a good follow, and hope to see you soon.